we've spoken about the book that she's written, and lots of things, how you can use tapping to help you in your everyday life. And Lorna just said that she actually taps every day. And I'm thinking, that is absolutely fabulous. So maybe I not need to have a tapping session. I have got one teed up with somebody, and I will do some tapping myself when I'm feeling
do I
a
confess
little...
that I did some tapping before I came on the show today?
Yes.
Just a little bit of a, you know, I'm all good, I'm safe, I'm fine, just calm it down. I did.
It is. It's not a bad place to be. It's like you're sitting in a cafe having a conversation, only you're online, and the environment's safe. You're in a safe environment. I'm in a safe environment. If someone comes in here, I create that safe environment for them, and they're comfortable, and we just have a conversation. And that's what it's all about, creating that environment wherever you are or whoever you're with, that is comfortable and safe to be.
Yeah. We don't do enough of just being me. I'm very guilty of being very, very busy all the time. I don't spend enough time being just me.
How do you change that? What advice would you give to people using tapping as a resource to just be me every day, for even if it's for 5 minutes? What would you say?
If in terms of getting people to tap every day, I can't imagine a human on this planet who doesn't have something every day that they could spend 5 minutes tapping on.
How about the keyboard?
Yeah, I don't think we're in a bubble enough to say nobody does. So for me, things like even just a thought that comes into my head. That person's popped into my head and I don't really want them in my head anymore. I literally tap on that. They've triggered me. I know they did it, blah, blah, blah. I don't know why I'm thinking about this, but I am thinking about this and it's in my head and I really like to process it, and I'll just let it go. I'll just process. And I might just do 1 or 2 rounds on something as simple like that, that are thoughts come in my head. I try to catch everything before I get to overwhelm. If I get to overwhelm because there's just too much to do, get up, move around, walk around, and just do some tapping. My chest here, my sort of collarbone here, is my favorite because it's so easy. It's the hand. I don't have to think about where the point is. I just have to.
So you just do it on your chest, or just on your collarbone? On
your collarbone, because the big meridians run through both sides. So there's two that run through here. So this captures all of them.
Okay.
And some of my mentors are quite, they hate when I show people this, but it literally is just too easy for people not to have to overthink anything. Just calm and rhythmic. If you feel you want to see something, I am safe, or I am fine, or I am okay. Just repeat.
And it's interesting because our thoughts, we get what we think about. And sometimes those thoughts are in overdrive and exaggerated. And that's when we need to do a bit of tapping just to realize that we can calm that and really get to the root cause and say, I don't need this stress. I can remove that. It's there in the background, but it's not something that's going to come up all the time. And if it does, you can have control over it.
And most of the things we all worry about doesn't come true anyway. How many things have we overthought about goodness knows what down the line? That never even comes to fruition. It's so wasted in energy that we do it.
It is, isn't it?
It is.
And, you know, I go walking in the mornings, and that's my meditation time, really, because it's dark at the moment, but it's silent. I hear the water, I hear the birds, I look at the sky, and I walk, and there might be a few people, not very many, that will be running or walking dogs. And it's such a peaceful time of day. And sometimes when I start walking, I start thinking, now, what do I have to do for the day? What do I have to do? And then I say, no, not thinking about that. It's my time just to be And that's my B time
Mm.
when I'm walking. And absolutely love it. When I was walking this morning, it was just like, wow, the water was calm, the clouds were dark, but I got photos of them because they're always magical. They're just magical to me. And yeah, and there is just peace in it.
Yeah.
And
On
if
the other hand, walk to tap.
You walk
I
to
go out
tap.
with I go out with a purpose of, right, I need to clear this and I need to move. And I'll go out with something in my mind. And I don't tend to tap on all the points. I'll tend to tap just here as I'm walking. Hand just down, and I'll just tap along that soft side of the hand while I'm walking.
And that part of the hand there, what is it that
it's another tapping point.
Right.
It just happens to be another tapping point that we use.
So you don't have to tap on everything. You can tap on just something. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's interesting, isn't it, that you can, it's so easy and nobody knows what you're actually. Nobody knows what you're. I'm going to try that tomorrow morning. I'm going to be wonder. I don't know. I'll think of something that I don't want to think about.
I highly recommend tapping and ranting and tapping and swearing.
Oh.
When your anger is that volatile and coming through that much, tapping and, I said, swearing, huge, because the anger's sitting there and you're just in the anger and your fight or flight's triggering, and it's just all this cortisol and crappy in your body. Just tap while you're swearing and ranting. And so if you're going to ring your girlfriend and have a meltdown, and tap while you're doing it.
Yeah, so you can be on the phone tapping as you're doing it.
Because otherwise you're sitting in it, just re-traumatizing yourself for living it over again without doing anything with the energy. Hand up on your chest, tap while you're on the phone, rant if you have to, but do something with that energy. It's the not doing something with the energy that causes it to get stuck in the body.
Yeah.
Pops up as pain in the knee, pain in the hip. I've got a tight chest. I've got, my throat's all gummed up because I need to say something to someone and I won't and I can't. All those things.
Yeah.
Tap and rant, tap and swear. We encourage our clients to do it all the time. Let it out.
I've got permission if anyone sees me on the path walking tomorrow and I'm feeling in a ranting. I never do though. I never do when I'm walking, because I just walk outside and I go,
that's a tranquil place. Yeah.
It is. Yeah, it is. And it's quite amazing to have that feeling of the fresh air, even if it's fresh. Well, that's not going to be over the next couple of days. It's going to be hot. But it's just, yeah. Or even when you're working, what you could do is, when you've had enough of doing something, and I always call it wobbly eyes, because I can sit at the computer and do editing for ages, and my eyes get wobbly. And I'm thinking, God, I've got to get up. I've got to get up. So I usually go outside, but I could go outside and tap.
You could. Anything that moves you from that environment, that situation, changes the psychology and the feelings in the body, absolutely worthwhile.
And you come back with fresh eyes. And
literally.
Yes. So looking at that and creating a space that you enjoy being in is really a really important part of, when you're running your own business. It's important that you're in a space that you feel comfortable, you feel happy. When you're on a Zoom call, your surroundings are the way you want them to be. And you're having conversations with people that you want to have conversations with. You're working with people that you want to work with. And tapping could bring those people to you.
Absolutely could. Absolutely could. And just the whole idea of improving your own world in your own life, making you coming back from your little walk after you've taken some time out and thanking your eyes for their hard work and doing tapping on that.
Yeah, my eyes do hard.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, my eyes do hard work because I have to wear glasses when I'm looking close up. I don't wear them for distance or anything, but close up. And I'm thinking, I wish I didn't wear these glasses. I'm going to tap so I don't wear glasses.
Thank you, eyes, for all the hard work you do. Thank you, eyes. Thank you, eyes. I say thank you. You've helped me, make me see things.
Yeah, yeah,
Simple
yeah.
as.
It's quite amazing to think about all the possibilities that you can actually work with such a simple technique.
Yeah.
And
There's
it is
not a whole lot of
simple technique.
modalities that you've got with you all the time. So many modalities need someone else to do it with you or for you.
Yeah. Yeah, you could take this wherever you go.
Correct.
You can take this. And, you know, if you do exercise and things, there's a few bits of equipment that you can carry with you. But this is, it doesn't matter where you are. If you forget something, you can just tap away. It's okay.
Yeah.
I forgot it. It's like
I forgive myself for forgetting it.
I forgot my glasses today, so I always carry a spare pair in the car, and so I had to go out and get those because I left mine at home. So, you know, it was like, oh, just as well I keep a pair in the car, and that's what I do. So in case, because I put the case in my bag, but when I opened the case, there were no glasses in it.
I hear you. I have a pair that lives in my car just for the same reason.
Thinking, yeah. Anyway, you know, it doesn't really matter, you know. They do the same job. So yes. Now, any tips for anyone who wants to become a practitioner, and then some tips for those who would like to experience it?
All right. So if you want to be a practitioner, don't overthink thinking that you need to have your own life sorted before you do that. You do not. If that was the case, none of us would be in the healing modalities. If you have to have your whole life sorted. If it's something that you would like to explore, get in touch with me and have a conversation. Like have a conversation with someone about it. Don't just sit there thinking, should I, shouldn't I? Actually get in touch with either myself or someone else that you know who's a practitioner and ask the questions. What do you actually do? What's it feel like? How do I go about it? And get some education and then make an informed decision rather than I think decision. Actually find out the information. Because really the main things you need to be a practitioner are the ability to hold space, which means the ability to ask a great question and let the other person speak. Being really curious about why people do things and what their patterns and behaviors are like, and caring enough that when somebody gets emotional, to hold them here so you can clear it so that that doesn't happen for them again. You don't need to come with skill set. You just need to come with just those key little things.
And the want or the desire to want to do it.
Yeah, to want to help other people.
Yeah.
To want to help. And a conversation costs you nothing, but it may find, I do want to be EFT, or EFT is not for me. Let me go look for something else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Make the informed decision.
And that's a good way. What about those people that are actually, you know, in need of help but not sure what they need? What would you say to them?
When you say that they know they need something but don't know what they need, that's probably the time to be thinking, just talk to someone who is a practitioner and just say, because most people who come to us know there's something not right, they just don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But they do know that there's something not right. Listen to that intuition of yours. Take the chance and make the call and ask somebody so that you can figure out, is it just something that I can do myself, or is it worthwhile working with somebody and getting rid of this and changing my entire life?
Yeah. Yeah. And, you know, don't sit in that space, because you don't need to sit in that space. There's always someone there to help you heal.
It absolutely is.
To help you move forward and not stay stuck in that place that you feel like.
Yeah.
And
so you're not enjoying the life you've got. It's too short.
Life is too short. Absolutely. And every day is a blessing. And, you know, you wake up in the morning and say, thank you for this day. It is great. It doesn't matter what sort of day it evolves into, but thank you. I can get out of bed. I I can go and do some things that I want.
Yeah.
And I say thank you because I can get up and I can go for my walk or I'll go for a bike ride. I'm so grateful for every day.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, my
Every
mum
day.
passed when she was 42 years of age, and every day I've gone, she would love to be checking out her wrinkles. She would be love to be judging her grey hair. She would be loving, you know, the opportunity to pick at herself in the mirror. So stop doing it, Lorna.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting, isn't it? We don't value things until we are going to lose them or have lost something or someone. And
Yeah.
then we really take a step back and look at, I mean, you look at what's his name, who's just been diagnosed with dementia. What's his name?
Bruce Willis?
Yes. Yes. You know, everyone's devastated. How does he feel?
Yeah.
How would a bit of tapping go for him?
Mm.
I wonder. That would be interesting
Yeah.
to see what a bit of tapping would do for him. Be really interesting. Now, how can people get in contact with you, Lorna?
AustralianTappingInstitute.com.au. There is a contact me button on that page as well. If people want to be a practitioner, they can find out information about being a practitioner. If they are looking for a practitioner, there's also them on there, or there is the contact button to get in touch with me directly.
Beautiful.
Have a YouTube channel, all the social media stuff if you just want to go and check out some videos even.
Just to check it out and get a feel for it. And how fabulous is that to be able to go and check something out, sit back and reflect on it and think, this is what I'd love to do. And you might, you know, you might get inspired to be doing something completely different to what you ever expected to do in your life, and go out there and start tapping and healing yourself and healing others and feeling fabulous about life.
And really, really make a difference. That's what I love about our graduates. They're making a difference.
And that's
what
powerful. That's what life's all about, making a difference for others and having conversations like this. Hopefully it makes a difference for someone out there in the listening world that can contact you and have a conversation if they need some tapping or if they want to start being a tapping practitioner, an EFT.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's fabulous. All right.